Hello and welcome back. Today I want to talk about the upcoming patch 0.5. A lot of you have played the game during the Steam Next Fest and provided a lot of valuable feedback. One of the most common feedback is that the game is far too battle focused, and the prestige progression is a bit lackluster, which I tend to agree. I've focused a lot on the battle experience because it's my first game that centers around the battle mechanism, but also making the battle fair requires a lot of compromises. In a way, I have my hands tied when I'm looking at prestige progression. However, with the introduction of the new matchmaking algorithm in 0.4, now I have more flexibility in designing a prestige system, and hopefully patch 0.5 will make the game feel more incremental. The first change is that there's no more 2-strike prestige for qualifier battles. Previously, if you lose 2 qualifier battles in a row, you're required to prestige. This is no longer the case. After this patch, you simply get plus 10 quantum and some XP reward if you win, and plus 5 quantum if you lose. So even if your ship is less optimized in the early stage, you can still progress. Now the UI has been changed to reflect this. The next change is that the quantum become immediately available after the qualifier battle. Previously, after a qualifier battle, you need to generate enough XP to earn the quantum to use them. After this patch, all the qualified quanta are immediately available after the battle. And you only need to satisfy the quantum and XP requirement for your next qualifier battle. And all of the UI has been redesigned to reflect this change. The next big change is that permanent element shards can now boost production or XP multiplier. Previously, permanent element upgrades boost XP multiplier only, and after this patch, you can invest your permanent shards in either production or XP multiplier. You can also respec these 2 upgrades anytime, and all your invested shards will be unfounded. And I've also taken this chance to clean up some of the weapon codes. The new weapon codes simply use A and B, C to denote its tech lineage. For example, now you can see that MS2C is unlocked after MS2B, which is unlocked after MS2A. This hopefully will make this more clear. The weapon pet name remain unchanged. In this patch, the overall progression has been rebalanced, and in general the upgrade cost has been reduced, so that you can actually have more upgrades in a certain quantum level. And you can see that there's a completely new UI design as well, especially the top information bar. Hopefully it will be more clear compared to the previous one. And there are some video tutorials telling you some basic operations that are not very straightforward. There are a lot of changes in this patch, and I couldn't list them all here. So please give this a try. All your progress should be migrated automatically, but if you encounter any issue, you can find me on the Discord. That's all from me. See you next time.